Hello, this is Don with MecSoft Support. In this short video, we're going to take a look at how easy it is to set up a part using VisualCAM 2016 for SOLIDWORKS. Now, as you can see, I have this particular version of SOLIDWORKS is 2016. We also, our plugin also runs in SOLIDWORKS 2010 and higher. So we have VisualCAM 2016 plugin installed. We see the VisualCAM 2016 tab in the Command Manager, and also we have the mill browser displayed here on the left. This is a typical 2-axis or 3-axis part, and we're going to both 2-axis and 3-axis set up your part is exactly the same, so we'll go through that. First of all, we'll go ahead and pick from the Program tab of the machining browser, we'll pick the machine icon. Now, first thing we want to do is select the Machine Tool Coordinate System tab. You want to make sure that your machine tool coordinate system is oriented in the direction that you want to machine. In other words, if you have this part laying on your CNC bed, you obviously want your Z direction to be pointing up if you're going to machine this top face. And also you can align it to which direction you want to be laying in the X-axis and the Y-axis on your machine bed. So by default for this part, our Z-axis on the machine coordinate system is already aligned the way we want it. We want to machine this top face, so we don't really need to do anything here, but you can use these commands to select, for instance, a face that you want to machine, or you can rotate the machine axes using these options. Now, over here on the machine tool definition, you want to make sure that the number of axes is set to 3 axis. That's what it's set to by default. So for both 2 and 3 axis operations, we'll set it to 3 axis and pick OK. Moving from left to right on the Program tab, next we're going to define our post. So by default, we have the Haas controller selected for our post. We have over 250 post processors already defined, and also if you need to make tweaks to your post, or if you need a post process generator created, just pick the Edit tab, and we can use our built-in post process generator to actually configure a post for you, or you can make tweaks to your post using this dialog. You can control each section of the post processor here, and we'll go ahead and close that. So after you select your post processor, the next thing you really need to do, only thing you need to do on this dialog is make sure you have your posted file extension set to the file extension that your controller on your machines is expecting to see. So for instance, on Haas, we'll go ahead and set it to NC. If you don't see your file extension here, you can pick this button and you can add new extensions. So we'll pick OK there. So now we have the machine defined, we have the post defined. Next, we'll go ahead and set up our stock. Depending on your product configuration of VisualCAM, you can create different types of stock for your part. All configurations support a box stock, so we'll go ahead and select that. And a default stock displays on the screen, and initially you can go ahead and pick the Copy Model Bounding Box button, and it'll show you in the dialog the length, width, and height of your current part. So we have a part that's 5 1/4 by 4 1/4 by 1/2 inch tall. So let's go ahead and set our stock dimensions to say 6 by 5 by say 0.625 for a stock, and you can measure the stock from one of these coordinates in the dialog. Let's go ahead and select this coordinate. You'll see that the stock got larger based on our dimensions. So we'll pick OK there. So now we have our stock defined. If your stock doesn't show on the screen, just go ahead and pick this stock visibility icon and to turn your stock on and off. So now we have our stock defined. We want to align it with our part. So go ahead and select Align, and you can select the Z alignment For this part, typically you want to select it flush to the bottom of the part. So we'll say Z alignment is going to be on the bottom. And for the XY alignment, we'll go ahead and center it in the middle of the part. So now you see that our stock is centered, and we have room all around it to machine on the sides and stock lift on the top. So after you have your stock aligned, we can go ahead and set the stock material here. For this part, we can go ahead and set it to, for example, aluminum 6061, pick OK. If you want to see your material texture on the part, just select this toggle here and it'll turn on your texture for your stock. We have our machine defined, our post defined. We have the stock created, defined, and aligned with the part. We have the material for the stock defined. Now, all we need to do now is, this is an optional process here. You can create a work zero that you can set up on your stock if you want to zero out and home out your machine on one of the corners. We can select work zero there. For instance, we'll set it to the stock box. We'll set the zero face to the highest Z and the zero position to the southwest corner. And you can create a work zero here, and you can check this box if you want to output your G54 work offsets. Pick generate, and there's your work zero. So now this part is ready and set up and ready to create 2 and 3 axis operations using these commands on the dialogues here. Well, that's it for now. If you need any more help, just visit us on the web at www.mecsoft.com. Thank you.